Hey guys, so I was holding off actually doing a video on this, but I felt maybe I should. I'm probably gonna offend a lot of people, so if you are of the category I'm talking about and you're easily offended, please go away. That's me saying that nicely. So, this is the thing. Now, this is a hard topic for me, and that is obviously the whole overweight thing, you know. Should we accept it? So first off to start with, I have nothing against fat people. I honestly I have nothing against fat people at all. I don't body shame whatsoever. If you're fat, you're fat. You know what I mean? If you're fat, you're fat. But if you're overweight, let's use the word overweight instead. It sounds a little less offensive than saying fat. So I have nothing against overweight people. Now, saying that though, I do believe that it is an unhealthy lifestyle. But when you tell people, or not tell people that it's unhealthy or whatever, they tend to act all defensive. Now, since this model, I don't even know her name, she's a little bit insane as she thinks she is healthy. Yeah, I've heard that she thinks that she is healthy. Now, you know who I'm on about. She was recently on the front cover of Cosmopolitan. That I don't like, because you are unhealthy. Now, you may not have no elements that are visible at the minute, but as you get older, you will notice them. And also, you can't actually see your organs inside. So, your body is literally crying out for help. Anyway, that's the thing I don't like. I do not like her at all. Her saying that it's healthy is not helping the situation. At all. Whatsoever. Just no. She is probably the most irritating person on the planet. Now, I know she's made the odd reason about anorexic people and stuff like that, and what was it she was talking to? It was Good Morning Britain. I think she was in an argument with Piers Morgan, and he was like, I feel the same about anorexic people. When it comes to anorexia now, a lot of like catwalk shows and everything are boycotting. I think France, they don't use zero size models anymore. I don't know why they even use them, because they don't make me look like I want to buy. They honestly, you might as well just put them on a clothes hanger and have someone push them over. Then it's you know what I mean? They look awful. You just want to stuff a big down their leg. Anyway, off topic that. So obviously years back you heard the plus size catwalks and stuff like that. Again, I don't agree with that. You're not helping the situation. Again, it's from one end of the spectrum to one end of the spectrum to another end of the spectrum. Like, what about the middle, like normal sized people? I think in the UK the average size is actually a 14 or a 16. I think it might be a 14. Anyway, either way, can we not have really big ones? Because they're both promoting unhealthy lifestyles and stuff, but I won't get into too much detail because we're not talking about anorexia, or I'm just making a point. So there's that. A lot of people will get defensive. I will though acknowledge, I will say this before I get further into this video, is that people do suffer from mental illness, and sometimes whatever they're suffering can obviously transform into eating habits. Like, if you're depressed, you may eat more or you may eat less, but you know what I mean. You got to factor in someone could be mentally unhealthy. So there's that. There's other factors where people are just don't care, which is fine, whatever, or they just lazy. I want to do another video about what excuses why people have unhealthy diets. I want to do another video on that, but I just want to say I won't mention that in this video. But overall, I have nothing against unhealthy of fat people. I think, right, I'm going to compare it to something and you're going to be like, what the fuck? But say you compare it to, but you'll get the gist of it. Like, let me think of a dangerous sport or something. Like, for example, a flamethrower. I think that's what they're called. It's the ones that, you know, throw those sticks of fire. They know the risks for it. It's up to them if they want to do it again. That's how I see it as an overweight person. As long as they know the risks, where you get diabetes, you can have a heart attack, you know, joint issues, back pain. If they know, obviously the, the side effects, and they still want to do what they do, fine. That's how I see it. I see it, as I said, there's a small majority out there who obviously suffer from mental illness. So I'm not vouching for them, because obviously, you know, they need help and support. But more so the people who just don't care, or just, I don't like using the word, but I'm using it anyway, just plain lazy, greedy, that sort of thing. Them sort of people. As long as they know the benefits, just let them do whatever they want to do. The benefits. There's no benefits. I mean, as long as they know, what could happen in the long run, then, and they still want to carry on with their lifestyle, then that's fine, because you can't force somebody to change. They've got to change themselves. Always remember that as well. If you're convincing somebody, you can't force somebody. They have to have the willpower to change. It's like, again, it's like smoking. If they, as long as they know what could happen in the long run, then, and they still want to smoke, then fine, let them smoke. It's that sort of thing, Which sometimes it can be really annoying, especially if it's like, say, someone in the family, you know what I mean? And it's like, you're seeing it, but you can't force somebody. But that is basically my opinion. I find her annoying because she's not helping the situation at all. Never liked her. As soon as she popped on the screen, I was like, oh my god. Well, popped in the scene, I was like, yeah, no. I don't like her at all, because she's, how can you say you're healthy? Anyway, off topic. How can you say you're healthy? I think, as I said, I have nothing against fat people at all. I'm not somebody who will body shame. You're fat, or I still use that word again, you're overweight, should I say. You're overweight, fine, but as long as you know, in the long run, you may come across problems with your health or issues, then fine, and you're happy that you're gonna, reach that's fine. And for the people who are seriously struggling mentally, honestly, get some help. That's gonna sound really hypocritical, but honestly, on a serious note, obviously, there's loads of support networks and everything. You can, talk to somebody. You don't necessarily have to go to a doctor, but talk to somebody about your problems and stuff. So yeah, that is pretty much this video. I don't want to blubber on too long, but that is my opinion. I know I'll get some comments and shizzles. I've upset people in the past, college mainly, made a statement, speaking and listening. I had to say, I picked the most controversial. I won't put it up here, I won't sit here, but it was really controversial, and there were people in the room that were overweight. It was a bit awkward. After that we were cool and everything, but they're probably bitching behind my back. Probably. I needed to talk to 15 minutes. Yeah, I needed to talk about something passionate. But yeah, that is it for this video. So, bye guys.